Welcome back to DooChatDay. Today we're going to be looking at some of the
infusion tracks.
Yeah, the infusion tracks. I keep wanting to say Ascension, but we're going to be looking at the infusion tracks for
all the cool ones.
All the cool ones, yeah. But we're going to be focusing on primaries today. Hopefully that doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
But we're going to be looking at these and we're going to be giving our take. Our hot take.
No tier list.
No tier
just
list.
Takes.
We actually
just raw takes.
Speaking of tier list, we're gonna have to redo our tier list.
Yeah,
they're not.
Well, no one has any infusions, so that's way down the line until people start getting them. But we can speculate about how good they're gonna be and how much we like them. So let's just go top left to top to bottom, bottom right, whatever, top to bottom.
Yep. All right. So we'll start with the Luma Prodigal. Now this one's really cool. Shot speed. That's just nice. Dodge cooldown, not as useful because you're not dodging very much as sniper, but it is still nice. And then its first cool trait, which we'll just what are we gonna call these?
I feel like signature traits like a good word for basically every item or all primaries, heavies, and primals have like a special signature trait they get.
Yeah.
At
3, they get it at 3, and then they get a better version.
At 5. So I think maybe traits misleading because mods are called traits. Signature effect. Signature bonus. Signature buff.
It can be like infusion. Infusion power or something.
Okay.
It's like I feel like it should have the word.
Well,
infusion.
The Luma Prodigal's infusion power.
That sounds very dumb. We're gonna use it now. It's infusion power.
So the first shot of this weapons clip slows down targets by 30%. For 1.4 seconds.
So, yeah, that's kind of big. So, that means that, like, I don't know what other ability you'd use, but that means you don't really have to use Grounding Bolt if you hit your first shot, with a sniper build, and that kind of opens up some new cool builds. And then the better version of that is you slow for 45%.
For 1.1 seconds.
Yeah, and then the middle buff, the one at level 4. Actually tends to be really good, and that's plus clip size for the Luma.
Yeah, the first two are usually like minor stat buffs to either the gun or your character, and then the middle one is usually a pretty cool, a more interesting stat buff. So in this case, you get another clip,
that's for the Luma Prodigal. That's pretty big. So the first shot slows people. I feel like that's gonna be
really good.
Yeah,
just a really good perk. Maybe infusion perk.
Infusion perk.
Yeah.
No, I like infusion power. No. Infusion perk sounds good.
All right. So it's gonna definitely make the Luma Prodigal.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's an above average one. That's gonna make Luma Prodigal even better than it already is.
It is a variant. So the I don't know what they're called.
It's gonna be very difficult.
It's an ancient.
It's gonna be very difficult to get enough duplicates. You're gonna need a lot of. Do people know how many duplicates? Is it 3 duplicates for the first one and then? I don't know how many it is.
I don't know how with the I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
So the commotion is the next one on our little track here, and they actually buff the commotion's damage.
Commotion's quite good now in general, even without it. So again.
Wait. Oh. Okay. So first level 1, move speed to your hero. So that's your person. 5% move speed. Just a ranger item. So that makes sense. Plus 2 clip size. How much clip does it have? Max charge is 9. So
that's
that would
pretty
go up
good.
to 11.
That's actually. That's a pretty good perk right there at level 2.
Gain invulnerability for 0.8 seconds when defeating an enemy hero with this weapon.
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool one. It's kind of more like an assassin type thing.
Gain invulnerability for 1.2 seconds?
Yeah, so I mean, if we look at like, just to give that a comparison, protection only lasts for 1.4 seconds.
Wait, this is, okay. I feel like the commotion is one of the better level 5 because some of the infusion perks don't get significantly better at level 5, so you kind of really like only want to spend the resources.
Most of them, if you look at it, get 50% better. So in this case, right, you get 50% more.
Yeah, but for the Luma Prodigal, I think I'd stop at level 4, especially since it's the Luma Prodigal and very expensive.
But it gets 50% better too.
No, it doesn't. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. But I don't think it'll be worth it.
I think they're pretty equally worth it. But either way,
1 point, but that's
But
so
is
much.
0.8. 0.8. I mean, either way, that's pretty insane. On one hand, I think it seems really great. There are a couple of reasons I don't think it's that good.
One of the reasons is in team fights, if you're like in the thick of it, and one of your teammates gets the last hit on an enemy, then you won't.
So yeah, in team fights, it's gonna be hard to reliably actually hit the person. And then in 1v1s, it doesn't help at all, because once you've killed them.
Yeah.
So
this will really, it'll help in like 2v1s.
No, I mean it'll just help in general. You're gonna get kills, and then you won't get killed by other players.
If you have a movement ability, you can like get a kill and then actually.
But my hot take is this is actually not as good as the Luma Prodigals
Probably,
one. Because that one you can use all the time.
I was just shook at how.
It's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's good for like an assassin type build. Where you want to go and you get a kill and then you can escape.
I thought I was gonna say gain vulnerability while in bushes, and I was like, yes, Ranger's good now.
No, that'd be so broken. Okay, so Commotion has a really solid progression track as well.
Yeah. Sincerity. So the Sincerity level 1, Parmesan hit plus 35%.
That's pretty great.
That's pretty nice.
That's as far as stat changes go. That's a good one.
Boom.
No,
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Range plus 8. That's actually a really good stat change.
Yeah.
Because range is something most of the rifles have pretty similar range, but having that little advantage is gonna be good. So good stats. And then what's its signature?
This weapon deals 20% increased damage for 5 seconds after using a healing ability. So that would be, I'm assuming they're counting any healing ability. So Healing Totem, Heal, which actually has 2 charges. So I don't know if you can stack that, but it has 2 charges. Caloric Renewal, Caloric Heal, those are all the healing.
Yes.
Oh, just normal renewal.
Right.
So
I mean, this is going to work best with heal.
Yeah.
Because that's when it has 2 charges. You can go into a fight and have 30% damage for the whole time. How long does it last?
For 5 seconds.
So I think this is a decent. This is an okay ability for sure.
This is an okay. If you have double down on heal or something.
Infusion perk. But I actually don't think it's as strong as the Luma Prodigal one we saw before. Still.
So if let's say you have this at level 5, right? Star power 5. Star power deals 30% more damage. Let's say you have common double down on your thing.
I mean that's true. Combined with double down, you get pretty crazy.
40% more damage. And if you have it on heal, which I'm pretty sure heal has double down, you can.
Yeah, you can definitely go crazy with this. It's gonna be more limiting in your loadouts.
Yeah.
So it's a cool. I think it's cool because it encourages you to do like a support fighter type loadout where you're supporting your team, but then it lets you get kills. So I think
probably
it's cool.
One of the reasons this isn't one of the best ones is it just straight up doesn't do anything in some loadouts. If you want to use.
Well, yeah, you have to use it with the right loadout.
Yeah.
But if you have heal or even some of the other healing abilities have a short enough cooldown, like Kinetic Heal can get pretty with full support. Remember, a lot of things have a short cooldown. So 5 seconds duration. That's actually going to be most of the time with some of these abilities. You can get down to 8 seconds.
I'm pretty sure I can get Healing Totem down to 8
So
seconds.
if you have some good Tinkerer and then
Legendary Tinkerer.
full support, you're gonna have this almost all the time, which will be really cool. So I think it's a solid one as well. Okay.
So I just noticed we've been recording for 9 minutes, so we got to be kind of more snappy with this. So real time minus 10%. Wait, what is the real time on this? Real time 1.6.
Okay, that doesn't really matter with the real time.
That's pretty good. Max, that's just good. Max health on hero. Okay.
Yeah, most of these passive perks you're not gonna notice too much, but they're whatever.
They're good. But some of them are pretty interesting. Enemies are marked for 4 seconds to explode on death for 420 damage when hit by this weapon.
Or 630 max.
Yeah, 630. So when you hit someone with the Northern Warmth, they're marked for 4 seconds, and if they die at all from any source during that time,
they explode.
They explode.
So this is a very weak ability, guys.
Yeah.
This is not very strong.
I don't think it's.
They don't say the blast radius, but even if the radius is 8 meters, say, which would be a lot, I doubt it's that. But even if it is, 630 damage is not that much damage. Okay. For comparison, once we get to the chain gun, it kills instantly all enemies below 450 health. So 630 damage is not that much. That's okay. It's gonna feel really funny when you're fighting a bunch of bots and they all explode, but otherwise, this is very weak.
And also this is another one where it doesn't help at all in 1v1s. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and also in a team fight, because the Northern Warmth is not AOE. if there's someone with the... It's usually not like your AR that you're getting kills with in a team fight, in general. You're not
don't
like...
have to get a kill with it, you just have to mark...
That's true. Oh, right, that's true. That's
you
actually...
You don't have to get the last hit with it.
Yeah, so it works with team. I still gonna... I agree, okay, yeah. But it's still... I think that's pretty weak. It's a pretty... Yeah. Even when it, like, goes perfectly, there are 5 enemies on top of each other.
Your thing isn't that strong.
I don't think it's that good.
Range,
it's cool, it's fun. I just think the number needs to be... That damage number needs to be higher.
Yeah, no, I really like the idea, though. Okay, Primal Eye. I'm pretty sure the Primal Eye is an insane one. So, +8 range. That's good for sniper right off the bat.
Okay, this is a crazy one. Shot size +15%. So it makes it easier to land.
Yeah, so level 4, shot size gets...
Yeah,
so basically what that means, if you don't know what that means, it's just your shot, the hitbox of your shot...
is bigger, it's going to be easier to hit your shots.
Yeah, it's just easier to hit
So
people.
if you're infusing Primal Eye, a lot of the stuff, I'm going to say get to level 3 and leave it. Get this one to level 4. That's, like, I'm going to make the unironic... Okay, well, let's read the perk first.
Yeah,
but
so what do you get at level 3? This weapon marks the target for 3 seconds and grants 1 second of primal cooldown to any attacker when the target is hit. So...
That's insane.
So let's say you have a friend. His friend is Colton.
Haha.
He has chain gun.
Haha.
You mark someone. He starts just wailing.
You're gonna get so much.
You're gonna get primal.
You're gonna get your primal instantly. And I'm pretty sure that can mark. I'm gonna mute my phone. I'm pretty sure that can mark objectives. So literally, you can just go up. If this maybe you can't mark objectives, but it doesn't say anything.
The target.
So if it does mark objectives, you can go up to one of the bases in Eventide. You can shoot it. And then have your whole team just start hitting it and all get primal. Like, this is crazy if it works. If it works the way it says it works, and there's not some limiting factor on it.
It's called the Primal Eye, baby.
This is insanity. And then, get the shot size.
Oh, this is insanity. I'm going to use that in the title.
Okay.
So the Caretaker. Let's see what it got. Movement speed +6. That's just good for the Caretaker. Range.
That's not that good because once you're already hitting it at max range, it's not really doing much damage.
That doesn't.
But I suppose it lets you finish people off.
Yeah, it is helpful. This weapon deals 14% increased damage for 3 seconds after using a mobility ability. So, what? And then at level 5, it deals 21%.
So either running like some assassin abilities, this will be really great.
So let's look at some abilities. So what I run it with is leap attack, and I already have double down on leap attack. So this, when I use leap attack, what was it? 21%. So I will deal 33% more damage. Because at level 4.
5, you mean?
No, level 4.
Oh, yeah.
At level 4, 21%.
So 5, that's level 5.
Yeah, level 5. So I'll deal 33% more damage when I jump onto someone.
This ability, it seems, this infusion perk seems pretty, like, not amazing. But it's gonna really let you do, like, this assassin. I think the ideal build is really Caretaker, Temporal Rush, whatever else you want to do with your assassin build, if you want to do whatever. There's other good options.
Yeah, but this'll just, and especially since it's only this weapon, so it's not like...
You can't use a heavy weapon.
Yeah.
But still, I think this is a pretty good one.
And I think it's better than, even though the damage the damage increase is less, I think it's definitely better than the Sincerities one.
It doesn't last nearly as long.
Colton, double down. It lasts for as long as double down, and double down...
Sincerity lasts 5 seconds.
I know, but I know, Sincerity needs that time, though.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't deal that much damage, but double down lasts perfectly long enough.
To kill someone.
Because I have it on my jump, and it's, if I hit them with my jump...
I agree. This one is not... again, like the Sincerity, you can't use it for all the builds, but for the right builds, it's gonna be really scary.
I already 2-shot bots with my epic double down.
Alright, Lost Dreamer.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the Lost Dreamers one is also cool. So, Primal Energy on hit plus 35%. That's
now, what's crazy is Primal Energy on hit plus 70%.
That's the...
So this is
really funny.
If you, like... People don't pay attention to the Primal Energy on hit that much, but for certain guns, it's really, really good. And for this,
what is its Primal Energy?
Primalist, type.
Primal Energy on hit, so 0.4. So what will that go up to?
0.7 or something? Yeah, something like that.
That's pretty good. So
it's a lot. It's way better.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So yeah, getting this one to level 4 is pretty good. But the signature infusion perk.
So level 2 increases range, and level 3 immediately reloads 8 shots in this weapon when defeating a hero by any means. So if you can kill him with leap attack, you'll get 8 shots back with this. Which, I mean, it kind of sucks because he in Lost Dreamer,
doesn't do that much damage.
It's not great.
But that's subject to like I'm not too interested in how good the item is right now. This is more what the perk is. So if you imagine the item getting buffed in the future.
Wait, I just want to see what its max charge is. So its max charge is 16.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you imagine the item getting buffed in the future, this is a pretty okay ability. In terms of it refills basically your whole clip. But the thing is, there are other ways to get ammo back, either run and gun or what's it called, multitasker or whatever.
Yeah.
And the Lost Dreamer is not like the highest DPS gun, and it kind of never will be.
No.
So I don't think this is very good. I think yeah, it's not very good in my opinion in general.
Probably.
So let's move forward to
the Facade, my favorite gun. So +8 range, that's always useful. The Facade can always get more range. Max health, that's also very... Now it'll give 45% more health. Oh wait, is it 40? No. Okay, I can't do math.
It's okay.
This weapon marks the target for 3 seconds to grant 50 health to any attacker when they hit it.
This is just as insane. This is actually, I think, almost as insane as the Primal Eye.
Yeah, it's another one. At level 4, it gets +2, and at level 5, 75 health.
Again, you're just giving Vanguard to your whole team. It's this, and the Facade. The thing that makes this even better is the Primal Eye shoots very kind of slow compared to compared to the Facade, and it's not area of effect. So you're gonna be able to throw this at everyone in the enemy team in a team fight, and your whole team gets Vanguard, and that's crazy.
But like, if one of your teammates doesn't even have like
flamethrower, chain gun,
an AR,
or assault rifle, a shotgun,
any.
This is crazy, guys.
The other thing that I like about this is it's actually not that good for the Facade, so you kind of have to work with your team to do this.
I mean, the Facade, you're not gonna get too much healing off of it because it doesn't fire too quick.
And I like the clip size.
Yeah. So this is huge. This makes the Facade the best support gun, period, right?
Yeah,
for sure. This is in terms of if you want to be the guy. Okay, I want this a lot because I like being support. If you want to be the guy who your team is like, oh, he's here, he's saving. He's our savior. This is what you want. Okay, this is the one you want.
I'm gonna run this build with like catalytic heal or something.
This is the one I'm most excited about because none of the like in this game, none of the support weapons really like support your team until now. So this is super cool.
This could work with you if you use like the Facade with like a heavy shotgun.
It doesn't matter. It'll run out. I mean, it just you could do something weird, but in my opinion, this is so cool for supporting your team.
This is awesome.
This is my favorite one.
Okay, next trial. So dodge cooldown -10, not very good. Area of effect +8, very good. It's very good. And then enemies, shielded enemies take 30% more damage from this weapon.
This is bad. So, this is the worst perk.
So this makes, what's funny is the Soft Thunder has the exact same perk.
Does it?
Yes, it does. Soft Thunder. Shielded enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, it has the exact same perk, which makes it even more.
This is very terrible, guys. I don't know what to tell you. The trial's good, okay? But this one is the worst. Okay, this is only gonna be good against like Wardens, and against Isia's with her default passive, which she generates shielded all the time.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's not that good.
And it's not even interesting.
It's not that interesting either.
So chain gun, everyone saw this one in the leak. If you didn't, so +10 damage, +8 range. Enemies under 300 health are instantly killed by the weapon.
The spin up slow is insane.
That is the biggest thing. And then enemies under 450 health are instantly killed by the
weapon. This signature infusion perk is pretty...
Okay, so it's signature infusion perk? That's the full name?
It's pretty weak. It's not that good. It's gonna be nice, because there's a lot of times when like an enemy's running away and you can't finish them, or like when you're just getting ramped up and you can't deal like any damage and it's pointless. So it's gonna be nice. And I think you're gonna notice it, but they're much better signature infusion perks. I don't think this is like.
But the spin up slow is insane.
Yeah, the one you're really gunning for here is the spin up slow.
Yeah, just
and
once
the
you get
range.
To 4,
the spin up slow and the range.
Just get this weapon to 4.
Don't bother getting it to level 5.
It's not worth the resources to get to level 5. Okay. Con diffusion constant. So +10 damage.
That's
nice.
Really good.
-10 respawn time.
That's nice on the because this gun has such a long reload time.
Enemies with higher current health than you take 12% increased damage from this weapon. So, especially since this weapon doesn't give that much... Actually, no, it does give good.
It gives a lot of health.
It gives good health. Sorry.
But essentially, as long as you're not using this
in a higher health build, which I'm often not. you'll deal, and at max level, it deals 18% more damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this isn't that great.
No.
But
with the Card Fusion constant, it may give it that extra edge.
You need to just delete someone from either.
Yeah, you can.
Because here's the other thing.
It also gives plus 10 damage as the first perk.
This will only, when you're shooting someone, it'll only last until they're about half dead, presumably. If you're killing them, then they are dying, and then they won't be more health than you.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be okay. But this isn't insane. This is not that amazing.
No, it's not.
And I think the Caretaker's one is way better because you can reliably get that. You can go in on someone and you can just get the damage buff. All right, Borson.
So, plus 5% health, obviously, of course.
Damage.
Plus 10% damage, that's also noise. Heal for 800 when this weapon's clip is depleted. That's an amount of health. That is for sure. We can see, Colton. And then max another max health, so plus 10%, which I'm pretty sure just increases the 5% to 10%. It doesn't actually add. So, and then the final one is heal for 1200 when this weapon's clip is depleted.
As long as you use this with the right build, you're gonna want to take any mods with Tinkerer, or not Tinkerer, a Multitasker out of your build. You want to take any mods with a Running Gun out of your build, and you want to be going in, shooting all your ammo, and healing.
You're not Tinkerer. Tinkerer.
I said sorry.
Oh,
Multitasker. Okay. I already corrected myself. And as long as you do that, this is really good. This is a huge amount this is a lot of health, okay?
Yeah, it is. Especially, it'll help you for while you're reloading. So, like, if you run out of health, which, I mean, the thing that's bad about this is the Borson actually has a pretty high clip size.
It has a pretty big clip.
This would be, if this was with maybe less health.
Well, no, what you're going to want to do, and the play with this guy, it's going to take a little bit of play, but you're going to want to shoot half your clip, and then you want to go in on someone, you're going to want to shoot your clip until it's out. So, like, you shoot, like, 5 shots or whatever, you go in on someone, and then you switch to your heavy weapon, you finish them off. And it's going to give you a bunch of extra health if you utilize this.
Yeah, it's a lot of health.
It's really good. I think this is a cool ability. Even if it's not as good as some of the other ones, but it's really cool.
No. So, the Rush, reload time reduced by 10%, range increased by 8%. Those are all good.
They have effect, just like the rocket launcher, so it's really big.
So, this weapon's reload time is reduced by 6% for each nearby allied hero of up to 5 heroes. So, that's up to...
This is you. Your brain's working right now. It's crunching numbers. No, do not open the calculator. This is easy.
Crunching numbers, baby. Crunching numbers.
No, this is easy.
Crunched it all the way up to 30. So it has a max of 30%.
That was...
That's a max of 30%. Oh, wait. And at a higher level, I'm going to have to pull up the calculator again. No. At level 5, this weapon's reload time is reduced by 9%. So... That's
45.
That's pretty big.
45%.
What is its reload time?
For some other items, I wouldn't
reload
say...
time
it doesn't really matter what it is. For some other items, I would say this isn't that good. But the rocket launchers very quickly empty their clip, and then you're reloading. So for this one, if you're with your team, you're just going to be able to just keep shooting. I think
it's another really cool one.
I think it's a cool one. I actually don't think this is super strong, but it's definitely worth getting. It's not terrible, for sure. Okay.
Yeah. The Wraith, however you want to say it. Dodge cooldown, minus 10%, primal energy on hit.
Plus 35%, which is weird, because, like, why does this one... Oh, no, it's the same amount. I thought it was only 10%.
No, it's 35. Okay. It's 35 on all the weapons that have it.
At that tier. I know one gets 75 higher up. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So, whatever, the stats. And then, its signature infusion ability is gain 5% increased damage and 12% increased move speed for 8 seconds upon defeating a hero. So the key numbers here, okay, that you want is 8 seconds and 10 stacks.
Up to 10 stacks.
So this is crazy. Right now in the game.
Wait,
this
another
is broken.
key thing. Hold on. Hold on there. Another key thing is it says upon defeating a hero. So you can like Luma a rival a bunch of bots. And I'm assuming you'll still get the buff, because it doesn't say you have to do it with this weapon.
Right. Some of the others specify, okay, you got to do this, use this weapon. That doesn't say that here, guys.
And then at max level, it says 7.5% increased damage and 18% increased movement
This
speed.
is crazy. You're going to get 75% increased damage. That's ridiculous.
Wait, what's the move speed?
180%?
What?
That's assuming you get 10 kills very quickly.
10 is a lot. 10 is very, very quickly. Colton, you have 8 seconds.
Well, so it's my understanding.
So
it depends how it works, okay? So if you get 1 kill, and then 7 seconds later you get another, I don't think it refreshes it. Now you have 2 stacks for 8 seconds. What I think it'll be is for 1 second. So if you get 1 kill, and then 7 seconds later you get 1 more, you'll have 1 second of 2 stacks. The first stack will run out, and then you'll have 7 seconds of 1 stack.
This is so strong.
This is a very strong perk.
So strong.
Especially like DooDaDay points out, if you can throw in a Luma rival, kill 1 or 2 people, blink in, you're gonna be hitting insanely hard and you'll be insanely
kill
fast.
3 people.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really good.
It's insane. Okay, what's the prodigal? What you got for me, boy? So
shot size, another shot size that'll be really good to go for.
Yeah, this track is very similar to the Luma prodigal.
Well, I think no, the Luma Prodigal doesn't get shot size. The Primal Eye does.
No. But the first shot of this weapon clip deals 20% increased damage. As in, it's very similar to the.
Yeah, so it's similar to the Luma Prodigal, except it does more damage. Yeah. I mean, realistically, this is probably just as good as the slow.
Yeah.
Instead, you'll combine it with grounding bolt, and you'll just deal more damage, and it's gonna hit really hard. Yeah. And yeah, it's good.
And then higher level 30%.
That's really good.
Yeah, no, that is good. Soft Thunder. Reload time reduced, +1 clip size, that's pretty good. Shielded enemies take 30% more.
This is useless. The Soft Thunder got a big buff.
Area of effect +8%.
I'm having a lot of fun with it, but this is terrible.
Shielded.
Again.
The area of effect will actually make it pretty
Yeah, I mean, the Trial, whatever. The Trial's an amazing gun. People are still going to like it.
The Trial?
Is it the Trial that got the...
Oh, the Trial, yeah.
The Trial also has it.
But, like, the Wraith?
No.
The Wraith was so good, and it got...
Yeah, it got a good thing. But that's not... Current balance isn't really what we're talking about.
No, frick you. I'm doing a
We'll play with you in a little bit.
We'll play. I messaged him.
Okay, but when you this is terrible. It's useless.
Terrible. We don't need to talk about it anymore. It's terrible.
All right, let's go to the orthoptic generator here.
So +8 range, +1 clip size. That's really good.
The clip size is huge for that because it only has 3 shots to begin with.
The second shot in this volley detonates in a 20% larger radius. Now, the thing about this is it kind of... I mean, okay, the damage buff to the Arrival did make it pretty good and very viable, but this makes it... And also, it has area of effect +8% up here. So, this makes it very... If you hit... But even before, if you hit your first shot of the orthoptic generator, you were very... I don't even remember once where I never hit my second, shot of the volley. But this will make that never happen. Unless they, I don't even know. It should... You'll never miss your second shot. It just makes it deal more damage.
I think this is pretty good. I think you're not really thinking about... Yeah, if someone rolls, if whatever...
No, but the thing about the thing about the orthoptic generator is it deals less damage than the...
I don't know why you're comparing it to it. It does way less damage than Soft Thunder now. But
no, I know.
But I don't know why you're comparing it to that.
But it basically makes it shoot one big shot.
It doesn't make it anything like the Soft Thunder.
No, but it makes it shoot one big shot, basically.
No.
If you...
It doesn't. So if someone's walking nearby and they weren't hit by the first, they get hit by the second. It's nothing. I don't know. It's not that.
No, but it's still really big.
This is just a nice, it's a nice buff, and it's gonna make it more reliably hit damage. Even it's gonna give it a little bit more range because right at that max range, you'll be able to hit a little farther. So this is just a nice buff for it. It's not that exciting to me. I think it's pretty boring. But if you like the orthoptic generator, this makes it much better. So.
So
I'm gonna pull out Eye of the Brighton.
Yes.
So
you have the Brighton.
You're not gonna be able to see this in the
I'll
recording.
just put up a screenshot.
But we'll put in a screenshot after. Let me open it. What are your highlights so far? For me, it's got to be the Luma Prodigal, the Primal Eye, the Facade. I think the Borson is really cool. The Caretaker.
I think one
the
of
Wraith. Those are the really big ones.
I think one of the coolest ones is the Rushes one, where if you have your team with you. I don't know what they consider nearby.
Yeah, they don't give a range.
But if it's a good range.
All
anyway,
right, we're moving in on the.
We got the Brighton here.
So the Brighton, it gets reload time, it gets damage, but the main its signature infusion perk is drop a burning pool, which deals 300 damage per second for 4 seconds upon firing 18 shots. So we don't really know what this looks like. Does it drop it right where you are? Does it like drop it in like a line where you're firing? I think it probably drops on your location. This is pretty cool.
And then it also gets primal energy on hit.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's gonna, if it really only just drops a little puddle on your current location, all it's really gonna do is protect you from like players diving on top of you with like shotguns.
It doesn't even really protect you from that.
Well, they're gonna take damage when they do it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna help you take. I think the main thing this is good for is taking objectives more quickly.
Yeah, it just kind of increases your DPS.
And it's also gonna, if you can use this in a team fight, like if you get in the middle of a team fight, and with the Brighton, I always use double protection, so I use Clemency Vial and protection, and you want to get right in the thick of it. This will be pretty good, and it'll proc Vanguard constantly, which is cool.
I think that this is one of the cooler ones. This is not that
strong.
No, this is one of the cooler ones. Because it's kind of like the Brighton is like spitting out like explosive fluids.
I think it's sick. I think it's a really cool ability. I want it a lot, but it's not the strongest compared to some of the others.
It is not.
And then the final one we haven't done because DooDaDay didn't have it is the Tetrad. So you get clip size, you get range, and you get shot speed as stats. But the signature ability is the weapon deals 0.5 increased damage for every % of health the target is missing.
So that. Yeah, and then at the upper one is 0.75.
So, I mean, just to give a reference for this, when they're at 50% health, so they're half dead, you'll deal 25% more damage.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
And when they're almost dead, when they're at 1 health, you'll deal 50% more damage. So, over the course of killing someone, you can expect to get 25% damage, because it's gonna be less than 25% when they're at full health. When they're half health, it's going to be 25, and then as you kill them, it's going to be more 30, 40. So it's about 25%. If you're just shooting one target and you kill them all the way through, this is a 25% damage bonus. This is really, really good. Yeah, and then 0.75 really cool increased damage for every percentage of health the target is missing is crazy. So this is insane. This is really high damage increase.
Yeah.
This is huge damage increase for sure. This is just great. Just makes the Tetrad way better. This is one of the better perks for sure, even though it's not that. I don't think you're really going to notice this because it doesn't do anything flashy. It's not like dropping crazy whatever. It's not dropping lava puddles, but it's a really good one. It's going to make the Tetrad way better. If you like the Tetrad, yeah, go for this. It's huge. So that's all of them.
Yes, that is all the weapons.
I mean, so I think infusion perks and signature perks are really cool. I think they're really good. My big disappointment is that a lot of them are very weak, like borderline useless. I think 4 or 5 of them in there are like not even worth going for right now until they rework them. Like, do not use your resources to get the 30% damage against shields, guys. It's not worth it.
Don't do it.
And some of the other ones they're not amazing, which is disappointing for people who like those weapons. Because like I like the soft thunder a lot, but I'm not gonna infuse that because it's
I mean, it's worth infusing the first two. The first two are pretty good.
But I'm not gonna spend money to infuse the first two when I'm not going for the third.
True.
So.
I'm going for the facade.
I think infusions are really cool, though, and I hope the weak ones get reworked.
But I'm going for it.
What are you going for?
The facade, because I'm the facade mason. You don't like the facade.
I do not.
When you got it, you were like, me, it does no damage.
It's so cool, though. That's the coolest one in the game for me. But I'm going to go for the sincerity, guys. You're going to be seeing me out there.
I'm also going to get the primal because that's one of the harvest quest ones.
Yeah.
That's one I'm actually going to be able to get pretty soon.
Another note on getting these, if you want to actually go for these, you got to pick one of the items right now, in the game right now. If you want to get these, you have to pick one of the items that's in the harvest track. If it's in one of the harvest quests. There's no way to go for enough. You're never going to get enough of an item if it's not there.
If there's an item you want, like I want the facade, every time the facade is going to come up in a shop, I am obligated to buy it.
Yeah. So
if I have ever any hope of getting it,
so and just as some advice for picking up these, because they're very expensive, every time an item that you like is in the shop, you gotta have enough dust saved up to buy that. So
not the soft thunder though. Yeah, don't do that.
Or the prime. Yeah, if you gotta save up enough dust, you have to buy it every time. Because if you miss even one, you're gonna regret it later when you go and infuse it. So if there's an item you like, you buy it in the shop, and hopefully at least for right now until Super Evil adds some more ways to get items or rotates the harvest shop, pick one of the items that's in the harvest shop.
Like
if
the
you
arrival, the arrival is a really cool perk.
So for me, I'm going for the Borson right now.
Yeah, the Borson's also
in the harvest shop, so I'm gonna get that perk hopefully. I mean, realistically, I haven't done too much math, but it's gonna take like maybe 2 months to get
Yeah, someone did the math in the Discord server. They're pretty cool at math. But these are so cool, and they're gonna take so long to get.
Next time we'll go over the heavies.
Yes, we'll go into the heavies, and then we'll end.
And the primals we can go over in that video because there are not that many of them.
Yeah, that is true. And then we'll just kind of skip the abilities and passives because there are some cool ones, but there's no like signature.
Yeah, just in case any of you know, only the heavies, the primaries, and primals actually have like what I call a signature infusion perk.
An infusion perk.
A signature. Well, they're infusion perks, and there's like the signature ones.
Oh yeah.
So only primals, abilities, and heavies.
Not abilities.
Primals, passives, and my brain. Primals, primaries, and heavies actually have a signature infusion perk.
We're good with giving out the facts here.
The rest just have normal infusion perks, which don't really like do anything crazy. They just give you like health and damage and cooldown. So
anyway, look out for those. Look out for those videos. I do not want to break 40 minutes on a video. So I'm gonna end it off here. I hope you enjoyed if you actually watched it all the way through.
Yeah, put it on while you're doing the dishes, guys. Don't just sit here listen.
Yeah,
for 40 minutes.
Is taken. There are a lot of weapons. The next episode will be shorter, probably. I don't know. It might actually be the same length. But hope you enjoyed. And I hope you have a good DooDaDay.